doing 10K in our sleep. Y'all want the money so bad, but don't want to do nothing. I'm confused. I'm really gonna let what somebody think about y'all come in between y'all money? That's cute. So it's giving a lot of y'all be messaging me like, oh my gosh, I want to give up. I don't know what to do. You're having all of these problems. Y'all love to have the problems. I've been in the industry for 5 years, so I definitely have a lot of advice to give y'all. Let's talk about mindset and motivation. Just some advice for beginner lash techs because it's hard getting started, especially if you don't have anybody to talk to or somebody who has been through this and can guide you through it. That is what this video today is for, and hopefully this helps somebody, but it is long, so let's go ahead and get into the video. So I'm gonna start this video off by saying entrepreneurship is not for everybody. This is not to discourage anybody, but this is also to say if you are watching this after you've taken a lash training and you've given up, which by the end of this video, hopefully you'll start back. But entrepreneurship is very hard. If only y'all know how many times I go to sleep crying because of my business. Me and my lash tech friends, all of my other entrepreneur friends, we just be crying and just having mental breakdowns. Like, it's not easy. It's really not easy. Just things on the back end. Like I said it in the last video, if you don't even want to do the marketing and keeping up with your Instagram account, there are ways around that, but entrepreneurship might not be for you. A solution to that is just getting somebody to handle your social media. If you don't want to put in the footwork, if you don't want to go pass out flyers, if you don't want to promote yourself, how do you want to do this if you don't want to work for it? It's really not going to be handed to you. Nobody is going to sit here and hand you the $10,000, $20,000 a month if you are not doing your part. Somebody watching this video right now has like 2 lash pictures on their lash page and complaining about not making $10,000 a month. And I'm sure you probably did more than 2 people. You just only picked them 2 pictures to post. Like, let's be real with ourselves in this entire video. It's literally only because of you. Most of my friends, when we took our training, like back in the day, it wasn't no, oh, it's mentorship available, resources, contact your trainer after the class if you need help. No, it's okay, I'm about to teach you for an hour. This is how you do it. Place this here. Yeah, here's your certification. Go on about your way and do not contact me ever again. The girl who taught me, I can't even find a girl on Instagram no more. Like, she completely is gone. But even when she was still on Instagram and stuff, it was no contacting her after the training. The way I had to figure out all of this stuff and information that I just tell y'all literally for free on YouTube, and then the extra stuff that's in the ebooks and stuff like that, like, I literally had to go out here and find this stuff out on my own. A lot of y'all have it a lot easier because y'all started doing lashes after the rude lash trainer era where people just was like, no, don't contact me afterwards. All of my students can contact me after training. If you need help, I'm gonna help you as much as I can, but I literally cannot hold your hand. No trainer is gonna be able to hold your hand. I need y'all to have some more confidence about y'all's business because it's giving y'all scared. You have to start somewhere. The excuses I've heard, I can't find models, nobody will let me practice on them, I don't have the money for training, I've taken a training, I know what to do, I have 30 pictures of models I'm scared to post. When y'all tell me stuff like that, I really be wanting to do something to y'all, because why do you feel like that? I promise you, as soon as you do it, every single student that I've trained and they text me all of these pictures and then they're like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And then we talk it out and then they're like, okay, yeah, you're right. Like, let me post. They always contact me like a month or 2 later, like, finally hit 5,000 this month. I quit my job. I did this, I did that. Just listen to me. I already did this. All of my closest friends, we all did it. I'm not telling y'all nothing wrong. I'm telling y'all way too much information anyway. So take it. Do not have me sitting here wasting all my energy talking, editing these videos for y'all to not take this information. Where you are and $20,000 a month, you gonna have to work. You're gonna have to do something. It's not just gonna happen overnight. For one, $10,000, $20,000 a month is not gonna happen if you are not consistent. I say that in every video. I'm sure y'all tired of me saying it. You have to be consistent and you literally cannot give up. If something is not working, if you post today and nobody likes that post, I'm gonna still need you to post 2 more times today. And then I'm gonna need you to get up tomorrow and post 3 to 5 times again. Even on my page, I have a lot of followers, and I got most of those followers when I was on tour. So these people are spread out throughout the whole US. So if I post a lash picture or I post something about a training and I'm in Atlanta, if I have followers all over the US, why is somebody from California gonna like this picture? So I've even noticed that with my engagement, I can post something and people not gonna like it. Do I care? I really do not. So that's something I've realized with a lot of people. Y'all care too much about what somebody else think about. Like, y'all really be caring about what people think about y'all. Y'all really gonna let what somebody think about y'all come in between y'all money? That's cute. On this entrepreneur journey that you about to go on, you literally cannot think about what nobody has to say. If you don't have an exit plan and you know, just lashing on the side, or if you want to make this your full-time career, why do you not have an exit plan? Let's go ahead and figure that out. So figure out how much you making, calculate however much you're making already on whatever job you are working now. Get to a point where you are lashing and making that much money. The whole I don't have time to lash, to do clients, don't come around here telling me that, because I have students who are now making 6 figures, started off doing this part-time where they think 7 days a week. So to that, I'm gonna have to tell you, you just gonna have to figure it out. If you're not working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you have time to do lashes. It might not be the time that you want to do lashes, and it might not be convenient to you, but we not worried about us. We're worried about our clients, and we're worried about making money. Look at your work schedule, print it out, write it out, and then I need you to find empty spaces. That's going to be your lashing schedule. I'm sure you have an off day, and you need to be working all day on that off day if the rest of them days you working 12 hours. If you actually have a plan, you're more likely to execute it. So whether that just be getting the clients in and you're working part-time, or this is your transition out 3 to 6 months, you shouldn't even be having I'm not talking to nobody doing this part-time, but if you literally want to do this full-time, at the 6-month mark there, you playing around if you still got a job, okay? And that is me being so for real. No reason that at the 6-month mark, you still are working for somebody else. Because by month 3, and this isn't for somebody, I'm not saying if you stop and start and stop and start, because of course, if you keep doing that, and please don't do that. By month 3, if you're doing everything that I'm telling y'all to do and you being consistent, by month 3, it should be looking real like your check. A little bit more, at least. Yeah, by 6 months, you playing around. You need to be practicing, and this is something I don't know what y'all got going on, but it be oh yeah, I just took a training like 2 weeks ago and I haven't practiced since then, but I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that, and I haven't posted, but I want to make $10,000 this month. Well, if you don't have the skill down, then we can't do nothing. I've gone through it before. You have regular lashes, you have easy fan, and you have pre-made. Stop worrying about what people saying. Don't listen to nobody, because you're gonna have somebody who literally only make $200 a month doing lashes tell you not to use easy fan or pre-mades. No, I don't use pre-mades, but after I did that first set, y'all know what I did? Yeah, so if you feel like you are too good to do that, then that's on you. Of course, it's gonna take you, I don't know. It took me 3 months when I first learned how to make actual fans instead of using pre-mades. A timeline just to tell y'all, first 3 months, I literally was using pre-made fans. When they fall out, they look the same. Now, if you buy the super full, it's a difference between all of these. Certain pre-made fans, I'm not gonna recommend to you. Certain pre-made fans gonna look just like my handmade fans. It's taking you 5 hours to do a set. You either need to make them fans before that client get there, or you need to start using easy fan, or you need to start using pre-made fans and practice those handmade fans every day for an hour until you can get your time down. Nobody trying to be laying on y'all bed for 3+ hours, and y'all seen the posts on Instagram. Of course, if you are a beginner and you don't know what you're doing, yes, you've only done 10 people this whole year and you got trained in January, now yes, that's the issue. It probably is gonna take you that long because you spaced out those people. But if you took a training, let's say last month or 2 months ago, and you've done 10 people, it's taking you 4 or 5 hours to do one set, let's figure it out. There are things you can do to get better and to speed up. If I would not have used pre-mades when I had first started, I don't think I would have been able to bring in the amount of clients that I had when I first started. Because by month 6, I was already making $10,000, $12,000 a month. So this is because the first 3 months, I was using pre-made fans. My sets were looking very good. As a beginner, my time was down. It was not taking me no time at all. As long as you know how to isolate, you are fine. I tell all my students this. But I was practicing making those handmade fans every single day after my appointments. Y'all cannot skip over that. I'm not telling you to use pre-mades your whole lash career. If that's what you want to do, you can do it. I know some people who doing that now, and they've been lashing for 3 years. It's not an issue. I was using pre-mades, but I was practicing for an hour at least before I went to bed, so that whenever I switched over to using regular handmade fans, they would look identical to my pre-made fans. By month 4, what I was doing was I was using half and half. So I would do half of this set with pre-made fans, the rest with handmade fans. So I could see, okay, these sets still looking the same. They look like how it was with all pre-made fans. Regardless of what you do, if you know what you're doing, both sets are gonna come out the same. So make sure y'all are practicing. Practice whichever way y'all need to, and do not just stop at one thing. Try out multiple things. Don't say, oh, I'm not gonna use pre-mades because my trainer said not to use pre-mades. I saw a video, they said not to use pre-mades. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, it's some brands of pre-mades that's gonna have your sets looking janky, and I didn't tell you to use those. But it's some other brands that I will list down below. I'm telling you how to go ahead and start making your money. And then by the time you actually have the skill down, you can just easily transition. Make sure you are keeping track of your time. I'll ask y'all, okay, so how long did it take you to do your set? Oh, I don't know. I think it was like 2-3 hours. That's a big difference. 2 hours is okay. 3 hours is okay too. But if you tell me 2 hours, I'm thinking everything is fine. You know, especially at a beginner stage, and so is 3. But if you tell me 3, it's gonna be some certain things I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna know ahead of time as a trainer that it's not, something ain't working. So keep track of your time. Make sure you know how long it takes you to do a set. This is not doing a set on somebody who you know and you talking all day, because I already told y'all, if my friends come, it's gonna take me a lot longer because I'm laughing and kikiing. Compared to if it's a client, we say what we gotta say before she lay down and tape her up, and I can lash in peace, okay? And this can be on a mannequin. This does not have to be on person. And a lot of y'all will be like, I can't get nobody into practice. Okay, do you have a mannequin? How'd you get certified? You got some type of lid, something to practice on. Why are you not practicing it? Because if I told you right now to pull up that screen time on your phone on Instagram, I know you sat on Instagram at least for an hour today. You have free time. Practice a full set on your mannequin every night. Practice isolation for just 30 minutes. Practice making fans for just 30 minutes. Like, y'all want the money so bad, but don't want to do nothing. I'm confused. Make it make sense. Another thing is, I know how a lot of trainers are, and I know a lot of them did like how my trainer did and said, okay, here's your certification. Don't contact me afterwards. If you've taken any class from me, online, in-person group, you can always contact me. The mentorship, I can give y'all as much mentorship if for my students, y'all know y'all can contact me, ask me any questions. But if you are not my student and I haven't trained you, it's kind of hard for me to mentor you and tell you, because I don't know what you know. I don't know what you were taught. I don't know how you were taught, but a lot of y'all were taught by other people and y'all want me to mentor y'all. We're gonna figure it out. It is a group chat. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We'll figure it out. It'll be down below. Child, however I'm gonna make sure you get this coin, okay? If you have the mindset of this is just a side hustle, it's literally just gonna be a side hustle. If you think that you are gonna think that and then one day it's just gonna start booming and become like $1 million business, it can happen, but the likelihood of that is not happening. I need you to think big.
You think it's small. We need to be thinking big.
I need you to think big first. So even if this is your side hustle, I want you to be pulling in $5,000, and you can do that. I mean, you're gonna have to work on the days off, but I mean, a lot of y'all think so small of your business, of your skill, and like, it's really not that type of party. Do y'all understand how much money is in this industry? It's so much money out here. And I remember when I had made my first 10,000, like the feeling I had when I made 10,000, didn't even know I made the 10,000. If I have this screenshot somewhere, I remember it was on my actual bank statement. I was like, no way, because back in the day, we didn't know how to check our acuity revenue. This was, and I remember when I first did 10,000, I was charging, I can put the prices right here. It was dumb cheap. Like, you don't have to be charging $150, $200. Y'all know I've evolved. So my advice would always be to charge what you are worth. We was doing 10K in our sleep. Me and my friends, y'all, come on now. It was easy. And I'm telling you, once you know what to do, I'm giving y'all the blueprint on all of these free videos. I want y'all to literally have that same feeling, because the feeling that you get when you check your bank statement and you see that you made that much, that feeling, I want y'all to feel that same feeling. So I'm not gonna discourage y'all from doing anything. If you feel like it's not for you, then I will say, I'm not gonna force you to do it. But after doing this for so long, I can tell you what to do, how to do it. Because when y'all be like, oh my God, I made this much, I'll be like, yeah, I told you it was gonna happen. I told you. This kind of goes along with what I was saying earlier. Your mindset has got to change once you take that Lash class or whatever route in entrepreneurship you are doing. Because if you still have that same mentality of somebody is gonna tell you what to do, full-time lash tech. If I don't work, I don't eat. Everything is all on you. You do have to wear every single hat. And people are not going to understand your problems. I can't call up my 9-to-5 friends and complain to them like how I can call my lash tech, hairstylist friends and cry on the phone. It's not gonna be the same. But please find somebody in the beauty industry or just somebody who is an entrepreneur who you can talk to. You're gonna have to change your friend circle. It's gonna change whether you do it or it's just gonna happen naturally. But you becoming an entrepreneur, especially if you are doing this full time, it's gonna change. It's gonna happen naturally because a lot of your 9-to-5 friends are going to fall off or get jealous. It's gonna be a whole bunch of, so just warning you now, go ahead and start making friends with people who are in the position that you wanna be in. Because if you are surrounded by people who do not have the same mindset as you, if you are wanting to make 100K, 200K, 300K a year, and all of your friends is only making 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year, it's gonna be so hard to tell them when you are elevating about your success, because it's gonna sound like you're bragging, and they're not gonna be able to relate to you. Start evaluating your friends and start seeing who you gonna keep around and who you about to replace. That sounds bad, but it's literally the truth. Because if you don't replace them, it's gonna happen eventually. So along with that, I will say strangers are gonna support you a lot more and faster than people that you know, than your family and your friends. Have I lashed my best friend back in college? So when I started back in college, after I took the lash training, all my friends, I think I told y'all this in the story time, my group of friends was like, yeah, you can practice on us. I come back from the training, I was like, okay, y'all, I'm ready. I got my supplies. Let me practice. They was like, oh, we gotta go to class. So none of them, I never ended up lashing them. Ask me, has my mom come? Yeah, the last time my mama booked an appointment, she did a no call, no show. So this girl's blocked from booking. But of course she can just text me if she wants to. But strangers are gonna be your main supporters. So the whole you worried about posting, it don't look right, I'm scared to post. You're scared because you are worried about what people who you know think about you. And I'm gonna be real with you, they don't care. They don't care that you starting a lash business. They don't care that you need models. If you think they're gonna talk about you, they might. Who cares? If you do, then I mean, that's something you're gonna have to work out with yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the people who you worried about not putting a dollar into your business, thinking that your family and friends gonna be your first couple of people. Now, of course, I always tell my students, try to practice on somebody who you are comfortable with as your first person or your first model. But then I told y'all how my friends would let me practice on them. The first person I did was a paying person, a stranger who I did not know, and that is gonna put more pressure on you than somebody who you do know. Pros and cons to both. If you don't have nobody, then you just don't have to use a stranger. I love strangers when it comes to business because I know that's still putting money in my pocket. Okay, now you got to go out here and do these strangers. That's it. You have to. So strangers are going to support you. I know you probably are like, oh, I don't know nobody who I can practice on, post it. You got somebody who following you on your social media who you do not know. So before you give up, just know I've helped a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you not to give up. But like I said at the beginning of the video, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. If you want it to work, it will work. Please be self-sufficient. If you want somebody to hold your hand, tell you every single thing, that is not how entrepreneurs think. Once our training was over, we couldn't contact nobody. We didn't know what to do. And it was so long ago that it was only one channel, I think, out here on Lashes. And she helped me a lot. I'm gonna post her. That was the only channel out. Now, back then, she didn't have a whole bunch of videos. So we literally had to figure stuff out. You have to figure things out. When you take a training, you're not gonna learn everything overnight. You're not gonna make all of this money overnight. It's going to be hard. So I'm telling you that so you don't give up. Because if you ain't posted since last month, let's go ahead and get something. Pull out that mannequin, because I know a lot of y'all will just do the mannequin at the training and then pick it up, do a full set, take 10 pictures, and post 10 pictures on your Instagram. If you don't have the Lash page up by now, you're behind. Start from the first video. Let's get it together. So just know it's money out here for it. Everybody, you can do this too. If you gave up, it's because you are having a specific problem with something. Throughout this whole video, I gave a lot of scenarios and a lot of solutions to a lot of problems. Figure out what your problem is, contact your trainer, tell them what's going on, and they can probably tell you why it's taking you that long or what's going on with what made you give up. Now, if it's just that you don't want to post, okay, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you are actively posting and you are lashing, and it's something with the lashing process that is discouraging you, and this is hard. It is hard. I mean, you learn a new skill. When you start on a new job, I mean, is it easy? They're gonna tell you what to do, but you don't know what to do. To keep doing this over and over again. If you gave up, start back. Do those 10 to 15 people, take it serious, take all of the information I told y'all, switch up whatever y'all are doing because something is not working or you need to practice more. You shouldn't have no issue. You should be good. That is it for my video today. I will see y'all in my next video.